separates the casual Jane Austen fan from the aficionado? The number of times she's read Austen's novels, or her consuming love for Mr. Darcy?
This is the best part.
Unbelievable.
So what is it that hooks fans into Jane Austen and particularly Pride and Prejudice? In order to determine that, one first must dive into the narrative itself. Pride and Prejudice unfolds during Regency England with two future lovers, Fitzwilliam Darcy and Elizabeth Bennet. The story unravels with a continuous dance of misjudging and misunderstanding between the two. Both are blinded by pride and prejudices of their own volition,
Perhaps this might have been overlooked had not your pride been hurt by my honesty in admitting scruples about our relationship.
which come to be after their first impressions of one
From
another.
the first moment I met you, your arrogance and conceit, your selfish disdain for the feelings of others made me realize that you were the last man in the world I could ever be prevailed upon to marry.
You misjudged him for part of me more than anyone.
Happily, they overcome the setbacks of misjudged character and fall madly in love.
However, your feelings have changed. I would have to tell you. You have bewitched me, body and soul, and I love, and love, and love you. I never wish to be parted from you from this day on.
He and I are so similar. We've been so stubborn.
You really do love him, don't you?
Very much.
Long-time Austen lovers are still spellbound by this timeless love story. Authors have written a number of what happens next narratives for the story after the marriage of Darcy and Elizabeth. The most true to Austen's style is Linda Birdall's Mr. Darcy Takes a Wife, which takes the bonnets and petticoats off to say the least, if you know what I mean. Not all Pride and Prejudice extensions and adaptations are made alike, however. The newest addition to this family, Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, which was released February 6, 2016, was certainly lackluster and lacking the thread of continuity or coherence between the original medium and its extensions. In juxtaposition, there is the Lizzie Bennet Diaries.
A mountain of student loans, living at home, and preparing for a career. But to my mom, the only thing that matters is that I'm single. My name is Lizzie Bennet, and this
The
is my
Lizzie
life.
Bennet Diaries went on to win an Interactive Media Emmy Award in 2012.
This story has been so popular for so long, and people want to hear it again. You know, and people are happy to have it retold in new ways because they're so engaged. And that's one thing I love about the viewership of this particular show, is that they know more about the story than anyone. I mean, they're so engaged with Pride and Prejudice, and they're so engaged with this story that they're not disengaged viewers who are just watching it.
You have so many engaged fans. That's also because the characters have their own Twitter accounts. Like, they're reinventing how we interact with scripted formats with this show in many ways.
Absolutely. I mean, from the beginning, and this is really all credit to our creators, that from the beginning, the concept of the show is that the characters would be real in that they had Twitters, they had Tumblrs, that, you know, the show is real within the show. Like, we know we're making a show. That's part of what we're doing. Yeah. So it's a very sort of meta line that we walk. So you can tweet at our characters and they will maybe tweet back at you.
Where is a ravenous Austen addict to go?
She finds her way here, to the world's only immersive Austen experience.
Today, there are many Austen tours throughout England. Fans often travel to Bath and visit the Jane Austen Museum. Patrons there can enjoy an afternoon tea with Mr. Darcy. While in Bath, tourists can follow signposts around the city and visit Austen sites and landmarks. On the outskirts of Bath, Jane Austen's home can be visited. Another popular hotspot for Austen addicts are the various homes of Mr. Darcy, or Pemberley Estate. There have been a sundry assortment depicted in films over the past decades, but none as grand as Chatsworth Estate. This closely ties into the world-building side of Transmedia. The imagination and immersion doesn't stop there.
Every year in September, we hold a Jane Austen festival, the largest in the world, with over 60 events during 10 splendid days. It's the ultimate treat for Jane Austen fans who come from far and wide to see and be seen.
The official Jane Austen Center, located in Bath, has a large assortment of trinkets and treasures for fans to purchase, both online and in-store, from postcards, tea sets, tote bags, and even a Jane Austen action figure. Transmedia Entertainment allow the story of Pride and Prejudice to continue long after the film credits roll on or the book closes.